Why did Mark Twain say, "It is easier to fool people than to convince them they have been fooled"? We will answer that question in this video. Imagine, if you will, you're at a party and you encounter a famous magician. It may be Derren Brown or David Blaine. "Hi," he says, "would you like to see a card trick?" He shuffles the deck and acts in a charming way, impressing you with his shuffling, and he tells you a rather funny joke. You take a card, and then he shuffles the deck again and asks you if your card is displayed on the TV at the back of the room. You confirm that is your card and everyone claps. Your mind now wanders to whether you actually chose that card of your own choosing or if you were influenced to do so. This is known in magic as forcing. Forcing in stage magic is a method of controlling a choice made by a spectator during a trick. Some forces are performed physically using sleight of hand, such as a trick where a spectator appears to select a random card from a deck, but instead handed a known card by the magician. Now let's move on to what is behavioural science and how it may relate to a card trick if used against the public in this manner. Behavioural science is the study of how we make decisions. They use nudges to make one choice seem more appealing than the others, to nudge us in one particular direction. They also use pushes. But how do we know if we go to the coffee shop, we're not being nudged? In this instance, it was shown that most customers would choose the medium size of a product. For instance, if we went to the coffee shop and we had options, small, medium and large, most people would choose the medium. What did the coffee companies do when they realised this? They removed the small and put in an extra large. Therefore, people now choosing the new medium, which was the old large. There are hundreds of ways in which we can be nudged by either the environment or influence in how we see things or ourselves. In this one text, you can see that there's 6 particular nudges to make the request seem appealing, and any negative reason not to comply removed completely, such as informed consent. Nudges are effectively forces pushing us down one decision pathway over another, making one decision seem more appealing. For example, with social proof, if the focus was on how many people were taking one decision pathway, this would seem more appealing to us. And this could be used by placing the focus in the media or any other method to show us how many people are taking that decision pathway and avoiding showing us how many people are taking a different pathway. Another example could be the use of authority. If we were exposed to experts, or only the experts, telling us one decision pathway, that by nature would become more appealing. Each of the nudges is really applying a subtle force, and in some instances not so subtle, to influence the decision pathway we will take. It's really important that we understand what behavioural science is, what nudges are, and how seemingly so many things that we're presented with on a daily basis while shopping or choosing things on the internet, these have been manipulated in such a way to influence us to make a decision that is in the best interest of the people proposing rather than in our own best interests. As we can see, nudges can be subtle and can occur beyond our awareness. This can lead us to believe we have made this decision completely of our own free will, to think that we were not influenced. If this happens, we are unlikely to realise we have been influenced, or in some cases fooled, and this explains Twain's quote, that it is easier to fool us than convince us that we have been fooled. For more information, please follow us at reachingpeople.net.